This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social, and I'm delighted to be joined by super middleweight contender Lerrone Richards, who we've just had his fight with Tommy Langford announced for a Commonwealth super middleweight title. But Lerrone, first and foremost, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. Yourself?
I'm all good, thanks. Good to hear you doing well. Talk to me about this bout and how it came to being made.
Well, I was made mandatory for the Commonwealth title a few months back, and they gave me a numerous amount of, well, gave me quite a few opponents to sort of pick. Some more foreign, and then they mentioned Tommy Lankford, and I licked my lips and I was like, yep, let's go, baby.
That's what I was going to say. Tommy Lankford, obviously, on the domestic scene, has been around for a while and has fought a lot of great names. Obviously, with Jason Wellborn, twice fought Jason Wellborn. He was linked with Billy Joe Saunders at one point in his career. He fought Katsidis for the WBO's interim world title. What makes you so sure that this was the right guy to take on?
I believe in my ability 100%. And if you're in the sport and you don't believe in your ability, you're in the wrong sport. I believe that I'm the best, so it's about time now I prove it.
You're very early into your professional career still. What's your progression looking like in your own opinion? Say you come away with the Commonwealth title, you're victorious. How do you see it progressing as the year goes on?
We'll see. Obviously, I've got a good team behind me with Frank Warren and my manager, Francis Warren. And they'll move me on the way I'm supposed to be moved. Maybe a defence of the Commonwealth title, and then we'll look towards the British title shot later on that year.
Tommy's known for being more of a technical boxer, loves to box and move. How do you feel the fight will progress with yourself, and how do you think your styles will gel?
Our styles are going to gel really, really well. It's going to be a tough fight. I'm expecting a really, really long night. That's what I'm training for. Yeah, the styles are going well. I don't really want to talk about more like, say, technical or tactics or anything like that, but I know the fight's going to be a good fight for the fans and all the supporters watching.
Do you feel like if you was to push for that stoppage victory, you'd really be able to announce yourself on not just the domestic scene, but you'd catch a few eyes around Europe, if not the world?
Absolutely, but I believe, like I said in the press conference, in the sweet science of boxing, and if I hit you, if I hit anyone and I rock them, I will finish for sure. But I'm training for 12 rounds and I'll be ready for 12 rounds.
I've just interviewed Zack Shelley, who said he's going to be keeping a close eye on your bout. Yeah. Is that someone who you would be of interest in? Obviously, I know you'd have the Commonwealth title, so if he's only got the southern area, would you see that as maybe a step back down, or would it be a fight that would interest you later on this year? Well,
you know, Zack Shelley's never ever been on my radar. I've watched Zack Shelley from when he was a young up-and-coming fighter as an amateur, and I was sort of leading the pack in the ages above. Zack Shelley's a very, very good prospect, very strong, very powerful, very athletic, and he's doing what he needs to do right now, hence why he's on this big stage. But I'm on my own career, I've got my own focus on my own goals, and if that fight does happen in the future, it does. If it doesn't, I don't really care.
You've just mentioned you've kept an eye on his career from a young age. He fought Umar Sadiq last year. Did you catch that fight?
Yeah, look, I'm a boxing fan. I love boxing. So obviously, people who are in my weight and even lighter weights, I watch. So yeah, I watched the fight and it was a good fight. A very good fight.
How did you see in terms of any mistakes or the good things that Zack did on the night?
I didn't really look into that because like I said at the time, I had my fan hat on, so I was like, yeah, got a bit excited obviously when things happened, and yeah, it was well done, and congratulations to Zack.
I also mentioned to Zack, you know, his dad's got Zack Shelley, the best super middleweight in Great Britain, on his T-shirt. What are your thoughts to that?
Yeah, and pigs fly.
Obviously, I'll get the saying, but you care to expand?
No, not really. Pigs fly.
Where would you rank yourself then, in terms of where you are in the current domestic scene at super middleweight?
Domestically, I'm definitely top 5. I need to prove that though. I'm not one for talking. I'm all about action. Action speaks louder than words, like my dad used to tell me, or he still does to this day. And on the 27th of April, I get the opportunity to show that.
You've got the likes of Callum Smith and Chris Eubank Jr., Billy Joe Saunders moving up. I know James DeGale and George Groves have just retired, but domestically it's a great division to be in. How long can you see yourself fighting at this level before you start to mention your own name in and amongst those?
I haven't thought about that. I've only been thinking about Tommy Lankford. After that fight on the 27th, we can sit down, we can have a chat about that.
I look forward to it.
Wicked. Can I thank my sponsors as well, please? I've got FSI Currency, Vanquish Iconic, PT Maintenance and BoxFit for all the support.
Lerrone Richards and the Lerrone Richards sponsors. Thank you for your time and thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Cheers. Thank you very much, mate. Respect.